What is going on, guys? Will from 3PM 151. We're back with another one, and we have a fan favorite. We have Izaiah here, and Izaiah, showcase what you played today.
What's good? Played this little bug here, Vikavolt V. It's pretty good. It's pretty bad against Gudra. So yeah, let's get into the deck profile.
Let's take a look.
All right. So starting off, we played 2 Vikavolt V. So Vikavolt's our quote-unquote main attacker of the deck. So for 2 energy, it does 50 damage. You do item lock. It's pretty good. It's the reminiscent of Seismitoadiettes for people who used to play back in the day. Then the second attack for 2 lightning and a colorless. Super Zap Cannon. Discard 2 energy from Vikavolt. You're not really using Super Zap Cannon. You're mostly using Paralyzing Bolt.
Maybe the 190 to knock out like a Palkia or something like that.
Yeah,
if you have it.
Sometimes, but usually we can knock out Palkias with our first attack with some cards that we play.
Oh, I forgot. The spiciness.
The spice of the deck. All right, so we play 4 Sobble because Sobble's pretty good. If anyone has another miscut Sobble, please let me know because I need a 4th one instead of just playing 3. With the keep calling attack, basically Sobble just goes, I'll just search myself out turn 1, go in second. Then I am playing 3 copies of Drizzle. Shady Dealings is like one of the best cards printed. You're just searching your deck for a trainer.
Got that bling bling too.
Yeah, play 2 big Shady. So it's a pretty good attacker. It sets up math pretty well with Vikavolt against like VMAXs with a spicy card that we play. It's coming up. So 120. You do 22 of your opponent's Pokemon on the bench. Sets up really good with Radiant Charizard that we do play in the deck. Spoiler alert. But the main reason why we play it is because Shady Dealings. Search your deck for 2 trainers. So it's basically a more powered up version of Drizzle. We do also play 1 Quick Shooting. This Quick Shooting is pretty good. Adding 2 damage counters to any Pokemon in play sets up math so well with this deck. So now the spicy part is we play 2 Lotad, 2 Ludicolo. So people are wondering, why are you playing Ludicolo? Ludicolo says, alright, when you play it to evolve from Lotad, your basic Pokemon do 100 more damage. So you pair it with Vikavolt, you're now doing 150 damage for 2 energy, and you're item locking your opponent. That's absurd. And then with cards like Scoop Up Net and Rare Candy, you could cheat the evolution.
And stack them, right?
Yeah. And then also with Lotad, forgot mention, we do have Call for Family, so it is a viable option to set up your board. Then we play 1 Radiant Charizard. It's basically how this deck can prize trade favorably against VStars and VMAXs right now. So with cards like Vikavolt and Ludicolo, for example, against a VMAX deck, you can go 150 onto a VMAX, and then you could close out the game with Charizard, taking your last 3 prizes. And also with Aqua Bullet sets up well with Charizard, just in case if you can't find the Choice Belt, which is an extra combo piece that you're going to need. So you can go Vikavolt for 50, Shady, hit, Charizard, and then also Quick Shooting. If I could find it, I just had it right here. Quick Shooting also sets up math well with Radiant Charizard. It's pretty good. Then last card we play is Manaphy, so Radiant Greninja and Urshifu can't destroy our bench completely. So now, moving on from the Pokemon, let's get into the supporters. We play 4 copies of Irida. Irida is like the best supporter in the format right now. It says you can search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item. So you basically search out Inteleon or Ludicolo or Drizzle to allow you to do big combos. Is that what this deck tries to do every turn? You're trying to achieve a certain combo that you want. So every turn you're looking at your hand and trying to figure out a puzzle piece. And then what's also nice about the deck is we do play 2 Raihan. Raihan gives access to attack with Shady Dealings and Inteleon with Aqua Bullet. So with Aqua Bullet in a match today, what I did was I went 180 with Vikavolt, Ludicolo. So you're going for 180, and then with Quick Shooting, I put that VMAX at 220, and then with Big Shady Intel, I took my last 3 prizes to knock it out. So the math with this deck is absurd. Then you do play one Melanie. Melanie allows you to have a more consistent turn 2 Paralyzing Bolt, because usually you're attaching your 1 of water energy to your Sobble or your Lotad, and then you could just draw 3 cards, which is pretty good because you want to have big hands with the deck. Then we are playing one copy of Boss's Orders. Boss is so good. 1 Rot Sand. It's our hand destruction. You need it in this format to come back. It's pretty good. We do play 1 Clara, so Clara can recycle Radiant Charizard, Vikavolt, Ludicolo, whatever you need, and you can just also get basic energy back. So like late game, you can loop your Radiant Charizards to go Charizard, take 2 prizes, Charizard, take 2 more prizes. So that's her supporters. So you may be wondering, how can we get Vikavolt down? We do play 2 copies of Stormy Mountain. So what Stormy Mountain says is that you can search your deck for a Lightning Pokemon or a Dragon Pokemon. And essentially, you can go Vikavolt, and it's another great way to see what's in your deck as well. And it's a great counter to Path. So it doesn't shut down Radiant Charizard. We do play 4 copies of Level Ball because majority of the Pokemon in our deck have 90 HP or less. And we can go Level Ball for Drizzle, Sobble, Lotad, Manaphy, and that's basically how you set up your deck.
Basically, the level balls are any supporter theoretically, as long as you have a Saw Ball out, because you're going to get a Drizzle.
Exactly. Yep. Then we play 4 copies of Scoop Up Net. Scoop Up Net is, again, another card. So you basically want to go like Scoop Up Net, reset Ludicolo, reset Intel. It's just, again, more cards to allow you to perform a big combo. Then we play 3 copies of Energy Search. Energy Search, you just search your deck for energy. Nothing too special. Basic energy, not any energy. Then we do play 3 copies of Rare Candy. Rare Candy allows us to cheat evolution with cards like Ludicolo, Inteleon. It's another card to let us have a big combo piece. And then we play 2 copies of Choice Belt. Choice Belt sets up a lot of math. Again, with Vikavolt and Ludicolo, you can set up a lot of math against VMAXs, VStars. You can, just because of the option to item lock and to boost your damage. This deck is just absurd in the current format.
I realized this does the 180 that you need to knock out Mews and stuff like that. I just realized that.
So you against Mew, if they leave a Mew in the active, you go second. Theoretically, you knock out a Mew V, item locking them. They can't Power Tablet, they can't play Quick Ball, they can't play Chromatic. You're shutting their whole deck down.
No Rotom Phone.
No Rotom Phone, nothing. And then now you're playing 2 copies of Evolution Incense. Again, it's another Irida, it's another out to Ludicolo, Inteleon, Drizzle. It's a pretty good card. Now for our 1-ofs, we are going to move these to the side. We do play 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball, just in case if we prize our Radiant Charizard. Play 1 Cape of Toughness. Cape of Toughness can allow our Vikavolt to survive a few extra turns. Then you may be wondering why 1 copy of Quick Ball. The reason why we play 1 copy of Quick Ball is because your deck is so fluid in that you only need the 1 Quick Ball to grab your Radiant Charizard. Because if you prize Radiant Charizard, Quick Ball can become any other card, and this becomes essentially your second Quick Ball. Now for more 1-ofs, we do play 1 Escape Rope. This is pretty good in the Gudra matchup, and just also in general, the extra gusting as well to being able to pressure your opponent. We do play 1 Palpad. Palpad's pretty good just to recover supporters. The most useless card of the night was Scrapper. You could probably change this to Rescue Carrier, which Rescue Carrier is probably the cut for this. Now moving on to Energy, we do play 2 copies of Speed Lightning. You attach it to your Vikavolt, you draw 2 more cards, again, allowing you to have bigger hands. Then we do play 2 basic Lightning, 1 basic Water, and then 1 basic Fire for Charizard. If you prize the Fire for Charizard, well, that's too bad because you only play 1. The Water Energy is pretty good, so you can allow Melanie plays, Raihan plays, same with the Lightning. And also, this is all the energy that you really need. And so, yeah.
What do you think of this deck?
Deck was pretty good. Built it as soon as I came in. Sat down with my good friend Caesar. We built a deck. I asked him, "Hey, you got 2 speed lightnings?" He's like, "Sure." And then from there, we went through my bulk bots of here. Let me show the channel, the magical, the magical competitive bots where I just keep all my staples.
Every good player has to have one of these, man.
Yeah, you got energy, you got a power tablet. What's over here?
All the goods.
Oh, yeah, we got Serena Hyper Rare, you know.
Man just got hyper rares just hanging around these rainbows.
Hey, usually cards are unsleeved with me because I know that they're gonna get played with. But that's besides the point. So I think overall this deck's pretty good going into the Silver Tempest format. Right now our locals are Lost Origin, so like the deck might be good towards towards the Silver Tempest format, but it may be slightly weaker because of Lucky VMATs and Forest Seal Stone. But again, who knows? We're in the early format, so I could be wrong, could be right. Again, it's just gonna depend on the results of Japanese tournaments, LAIC, Toronto, locals, 1Ks, whatever happens to base off for our metagame.
Sure. So with this deck, what's your favorite matchup, or like what's the best matchups you think that this deck has, and then what's the worst?
The best matchups obviously have to be Mew, Palkia, and any like Lost Bot type of deck because you shut them down. With Palkia, you can go Ludi, Vikavolt, you're one-shotting a Palkia VStar. Exactly for 300 damage, unless if they have Big Charm. You could Choice Spell as well to go like to knock it out if they have a Big Charm. Mew, like how I was explaining earlier, you just item lock them throughout the game, and also you're kind of trading favorably with Radiant Charizard towards the end of the game. And also you have quick shooting, you also have shady dealings, and also Choice Spell. I would say your worst matchup is like any tankier decks, like Arceus Guja. That's probably the only one I could think of that's relevant.
Maybe Blissey, you think? Just because of the minimal damage you're doing?
Yeah, that's true. Blissey could be annoying, but if you item lock enough, I think you could stop like the hyper potions, the healing. And also you can just knock out again Miltanks with Inteleon, because you have the option with Rare Candy and such. Even you could attack with Ludicolo. So Ludicolo has an attack as well as a broken ability. I have to find the card real quick. It is somewhere in this deck. Yeah, right here. 120. Miltank usually has 120. Well, it has 110, so you're knocking it out. So I guess you could like keep Scrapper in the deck because you could like Scrapper away Cape of Toughnesses, Big Charms. So maybe you do keep Scrapper instead of adding Rescue.
Yeah, to get rid of those Cape of Toughness, you know. Or maybe get like 250 on a Blissey, then just Tool Scrapper their Blissey, and they get their free 2 off of Tool Scrapper.
But other than that, I don't really have any immediate changes on the deck. But yeah, I think I think some shoutouts I have to give are to Caesar for letting me use the Speed Lightning energies for tonight. I have to shout the Classic Company, Busted Broken Playtesting Group, and yeah, that's basically it for this deck.
Absolutely. If they have a page, make sure to send it to us. We'll put it in the description box down below. If you guys have any questions about the deck, feel free to hit us up in the comment section down below. Isaiah is very active in the comment section in case you guys have any questions, just like his last profile. And anything else that you have to say?
No.
What's your player slogan for this deck?
Player slogan, let's go Paralyzing Bolt, knocking out your Palkia VStar, bro.
Hey, it's always good having you on the channel. It's been Will from 3PM151, signing out.